Hello and welcome to Adventures in Urban Camping. This is my first video, my first YouTube channel, my first attempt at any of this. Super amateur, don't know what I'm doing at all. But bear with me because I'm gonna learn, and I think I have an interesting take on urban camping, a little different from what some other people out there are doing. I've seen a lot of van camping, cars. I've seen people in tents too, and doing the stealth camping, which is super cool. But it's like one night or so. So this is just different, and I wanted to fill the void and give people a glimpse into what it's like when you stay in an urban camping setting for more than like a night or two. This is our third long-term setup. We've had two other spots over the past years. The other two were in the Boston area, but they were literally in the middle of downtown Boston, and we stayed in each of them respectively for about 6 months a piece, and we left of our own accord when we just needed a change, and nobody kicked us out. So it is possible to do this and to do it without causing a scene, without leaving a disgrace behind. Not everybody who's out here living in tents long term is a homeless junkie. Like right now, I'm back and forth between this place and the place that I've been living in the past couple years. So I go back and forth. I totally could stay there, like a long term, like permanently. But I don't want to. I like it out here. The winter can be hard. I really don't actually want to spend this winter out here. Like, ideally, I will if it comes down to that. But I'm getting older, and I've done it a lot, and it can be harsh. No matter what you have for supplies. We have great sleeping bags, great heater, and it still gets cold. And the last winter that we spent outside was 2017, which was really harsh, but we didn't have the dog. And I don't mind putting myself through some suffering, but I don't think it's fair to put the dog through that, because she doesn't really, I don't know, I just feel like she doesn't comprehend why we're torturing her. So I don't think it's fair, and I really would like to be in a place by the winter. But right now we are paying, my husband's in a program for the next, he finishes up in the next couple weeks, but we have to pay for it, and it's $200 a week. We can only pay one rent at a time. So we have been actively seeking a rental situation for the past month to try to set something up for when he got out, but it's just not coming to fruition. Nobody's answering us. We've contacted at least 30 different potential apartments, and they're either taken or they only want single person, preferably a female. They don't want the dog. There's just all these stipulations, and we don't qualify. They don't want us. So it doesn't matter that we can pay. We can't pay a lot. I mean, I'm on Social Security. He works at Burger King. We don't have a ton of money, but we have enough to pay for a room or a studio. We just cannot find a place that will take us. So we're setting this up just in case we end up here for an extended period of time while we're looking. Hopefully we'll find a place before the winter. If we don't, then obviously I'm going to take the dog and live in the house. But right now it's only August, and you can pretty much make it out here till December at least, especially with the way the world is heating up. We don't have really harsh winters. They seem pretty temperate lately. But just in case, this has gone from kind of a temporary setup where I set it up so that I could have a place to stay when I came to see my husband. When he first got into this place and I came to visit, I would stay in hotels, but it was just not financially feasible. Didn't make any sense. Plus, he can't spend the night out of his house, so I ended up sleeping in a hotel room by myself. It's stupid. So at least this is free. So what I'm going to do here, just bear with me, because I am really I'm not technology savvy. I really don't know anything about this, but I know I can learn. But just bear with me because I'm going to be making like shortish videos, a couple like short videos right now until I learn like more what I'm doing. So basically, this first one, I just wanted to introduce myself, give you an idea of what I'm going to be exploring, the adventures I'd like to take you on, things we can learn together. I'd really like to talk a little bit about like the housing epidemic, like the homeless epidemic, why there's such like a housing crisis, why housing is so unaffordable for so many people. You know, if there's this many people living out in the street or in the woods, then there's a problem. I'd like to investigate that, see what there is out there, see what kind of alternatives there are, and also let people know that this is feasible. Like, other people can do this too and be comfortable, and people, you know, won't just kick you out. And it's not, the police haven't come up here. It's been a couple months. We had one guy come up and he didn't even say anything to him. He looked, he said something to someone he was with, and then he left. And we're like right in the middle of the city. So I'd really like to, you know, ultimately do some interviews with some people who are urban camping in my vicinity. There are other people out in this area. I'd like to see what their deal is, introduce you to them. That's a long-term goal. Like I said, I'd like to give you an insight into my day-to-day living, how I get by, what tricks do I do, what do I use, what are some things maybe other people can pick up too, because I've learned some stuff from watching other people's videos just in the past couple days, and I've been doing this for years, and there's always something new you can learn. There's always new things coming out. I'd ultimately like to do some product comparisons, you know, see what things work better, things like that. I don't know, like, I'm sure that I'll think of different things as time goes on, but that's the realm that I want to stay in. Like, urban camping, homelessness, you know, survival in this world today, which is hard, you know, not everyone's cut out for the way this world works these days. So, hence why, like, I enjoy this. Like, I enjoy being separated from the rest of society. I like the freedom. Even when I sleep inside, I have to sleep with windows open, doors open, because I like the fresh air. I just like the connection to hearing the trees. Like right now, yes, I can, as probably you can, hear that crazy music from there's like a huge famous high school stadium over there that hosts all kinds of games, and they're constantly playing these like crazy songs, and it's loud, it's wicked loud, so it's hard to forget where you are, but I'm still surrounded by trees. I still hear leaves crunch under my feet. I can still smell the dirt. This place lights up with fireflies every night around 5, 6. It's beautiful. They stay out for a couple hours and they go away. We have a skunk, the same skunk who visits us every night. We leave him food. My dog loves it here. You know, she knew we were coming today, and she's like been jumping out of her skin since last night when she saw the bag. So, you know, not everybody who chooses to live in a tent in the middle of a city is necessarily like a degenerate, you know, fringe of society, you know, creep, junkie, like bad, poor intentioned person. So I'd like to show people that not everyone is bad. Not everyone who's in this environment is here because they have to be, because they're desperate, because they have no other choice. Some people just want to live differently. Some people just can't take all the conformity, all the sterility that they're putting into the environment today, the eradication of character, of communities, as they're gentrifying, community after community, taking away the mom and pop businesses which have been there for years and putting in Starbucks. Like, to me, that's just so homogenized and like boring that it's daunting and depressing, and I feel more alive when I'm out here. I get way more done, I take better care of myself, and I'm happier when I'm living in this situation versus in a conventional home, which I know sounds strange to some people, but I know I'm not the only one. I know there's lots of us. I know we're all out there, and it's hard to find each other because we're on the fringe in a way, not like the bad fringe, not like the needle in our arm under a bridge fringe, but like the anti-establishment, the people who want to see a different world, the people who have like this, I don't know, this like fire in their soul or something. Sorry about all the ums. Maybe I'll get better at that. I'm trying really, really, really hard not to swear. So one thing at a time. So basically this first video was just to introduce ourselves. Repeat. Sorry, I'm repeating myself. So like I said, welcome to my channel. Bear with me, learn with me, explore with me. Let's see where this goes. My name is Nelly, Adventures in Urban Camping. I camp with my sidekick here, Poppy, aka Pop, the popster, Pop. She's my side bitch. And here we are. This is our spot. Give it a little. All right. So that's us. That's our deal. I'm gonna wrap it up right here because for some reason, like, I suck at this, and when I keep going, then it tells me it's too long, and I don't know what to do. So I'll figure it out. But for now, we're just gonna keep them short and just do a bunch of them, and they'll just like go together. Hopefully, I'll get much better at this. I will. I can learn whatever if I'm mind to, right? So, what are you doing? All right. So, signing off for now. That was our first installment. It's who we are, what we're doing, and we hope to see you again. I don't even have like the nut to be like subscribed because it's one video, and like I wouldn't subscribe to one weirdo's video. But come back and check us out, see if you like what we're doing, and maybe ultimately you'll want to see this weirdo little trio again. Hope to have you back. Hope we can entertain you. Nice to meet you, and thank you for stopping by. Hope that wasn't like horrible.